Greetings to all my fellow watch enthusiasts on YouTube and Facebook and wherever else this video might be seen and shared. Celine Driver once again coming to you with another unboxing and review of a watch that is mine. I traded for another Bentley. Little backstory. I saw this watch originally on a video from a company up in Philadelphia called WatchBox. I'm sure many of you who are watch people have heard of WatchBox. They sell usually previously owned high-end luxury and sport watch pieces. And every morning, right around 7 in the morning or so, they usually drop about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minute reviews of watches that they have in stock. This was one of them. Their main guy, Tim Masso, does all the reviews. And I saw this watch, which is a Breitling, and what a giveaway. It's a Breitling for Bentley, the automaker, the high-end luxury automaker. He reviewed this watch, and I fell in love with it, obviously, but I didn't think I was going to be able to get it. But I took a chance and contacted he says email him at tmasso@watchbox.com. By the way, this is not sponsored in any way. And I guess the emails are routed to a particular salesperson for your region or however they work it. The guy I've been dealing with on and off for a couple of years now is a gentleman named Bill Comfort. And I offered him a trade of a watch that I had. And I said, I really love that Bentley Mark VI you have. Let's do a deal. And he said, absolutely. So we did a one-for-one swap. And a few days later, after I sent the watch to them and they reviewed it and made sure that the watch was what they thought it was, they overnighted this watch to me. And it comes in this beautiful green box, Bentley green. It's a little worn, as you can see in the corners, a little worn here and there. And on the inside the box on the bottom, you have a little presentation case, which is it tells you that the presentation case, this thing is Bakelite, which, as you see, is a synthetic resin invented in 1905. Blah 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 blah. And you get this beautiful polishing cloth with the logo, and all the paperwork for the watch is in here. The hang tag is in here. You get this rotating slide rule thing, which I'm really not sure what good it is, and the international warranty booklet, and that has your proof of purchase in there somewhere, and so on. So it was a full kit as advertised, and that goes all back there like that. And packs away nicely. And then you come to the Bakelite box, which is in excellent condition. And inside there is, and it's a little worn on the inside too. I mean, this is a previously owned watch, but inside you have the Bentley Mark VI Breitling chronograph. And each of these subdials is doing multiple duties. And one of the things I really liked about this watch is the moon phase, which is not something you see very often on Breitling watches. And it is absolutely beautiful. The dial is a gorgeous Breitling blue. You have a knurled bezel, fixed bezel, of course. And the bezel is special in and of itself. I'll get to that in a minute. You have the Bentley Winged Bee, which appears on their grills. Signed Breitling crown, pushers for the chronograph, and little individual pushers, 2 on each side, for setting the individual subdials. And we'll start the chronograph here, because these subdials do function in dual duty, as it were. For instance, the 6 o'clock subdial is simultaneously a 12-hour chronograph counter and your day of the week indicator. Your 9 o'clock subdial is month and also the 30-minute chronograph counter. Chronograph second hand is right there, of course. The subdial at 12 o'clock is your day of the week, or date of the week, I should say. And your running second hand. You can see the running second hand right there. And of course the moon phase here at the 3 o'clock. And you can see the minute counter for the chronograph is about to strike 1 there. And you can see that there are slightly different colored hands, I think. Or is that just reflections? Might be reflections. Anyway. So each of the subdials is doing dual function. And it is, of course, a very crisp, non-jumping chronograph with a flyback, resets to 0 perfectly every time. Breitling is known for their chronograph movements, and this one is no exception. It's fantastically done. And let's see, is the second hand visible? Yeah, it is right now. So it is a hackable movement, as you can see. Screw down crown, so you do get pretty good water resistance out of this thing. I mean, it isn't meant to be a dive watch, but it does have sporty expectations out of it, I guess you could say. Everything is beautifully polished. The case is stainless steel. However, the bezel is platinum. That's what makes this thing extra special. It is not a stainless steel bezel, it's a platinum bezel. So it's got a bit of precious metal in there, and you can feel it. It definitely has good heft to it. Now, this is a leather strap. This is a Clasp leather strap. This is not the leather strap that it came with. The leather strap that it came with is over here. This is a Breitling, let's see, this is what model is this thing? I forgot. They stamped the model on these things. There it is. 732P. Now, it is a beautiful leather strap. It has extra bolstering. It is very nice, white stitching and everything. Beautiful strap. And it's held down with this friction fit. Whoops, almost knocked the camera. This beautiful friction fit clasp. And the tail end goes in here, feeds through this, and then you tighten and loosen by pulling and pushing on this. The problem that I had that made it uncomfortable for me is this piece is very broad, and you can see when it fits something like this on my wrist. And you can see that it's a very thick stack, and it also forces this thing to be kind of an oval shape. And it really wasn't comfortable down here on this part of my wrist. It was very uncomfortable because my wrist is not oval shaped. So it was flopping around a lot, and it just didn't have the level of comfort that I wanted. So I took it off, And I had this collar blue, kind of a suede feel to it, leather strap. And it works just fine. It's more, conventional pin and buckle style. So I put this in the box like that. And now I have a very comfortable leather strap to wear. Now, some people may think that I'm, that's silly. It's heresy to put a non-Breitling strap on a Breitling. Well, I have several Breitlings that don't have their original Breitling strap or bracelet on them anymore. So it's my watch. I'll do what I want. Give you a wrist shot. You can see on my 7¼ inch wrist, it fits beautifully. The down the barrel shot, you can see that it does have a short lug to lug comparatively, and fits beautifully. I think this watch could easily fit on someone down to a 6.5 or maybe even a 6¼ inch wrist, owing to the fact that it's not a very broad watch across the wrist. It's not very, very big this way. It is, however, a good sized diameter watch. But I have my sheet of facts here so we can go over the vitals of the watch. As I said, this is the Breitling for Bentley Mark 6. If you're really interested, the model number is a P1936212/C730. It is a Breitling caliber 29B, so this is an in-house caliber. Also, from what I've been led to believe, you can tell when a Breitling has an in-house caliber versus a third-party caliber, because the subdials on an in-house caliber are of a contrasting color to the watch dial. It is a chronograph. It is a calendar. I don't think it's a perpetual calendar. I saw one place where it was listed as a perpetual calendar, one place where it was just listed as calendar. I suppose in November, when 30th ticks over to December 1st, I suppose I'll find out if it's a perpetual or a regular. And of course, it does have the moon phase, which is not something you see a lot. I've seen the Navitimer Mont Brilliant or Olympus has a moon phase, but that's the only other one I've ever seen with a moon phase. I've only ever seen pictures of those. As I said, it is a stainless steel case with a platinum knurled bezel. And as you saw, the standard strap is alligator, but this one is a collar-ebb Italian leather strap, and it is very nice in its own right. Because of the screw-down crown, the watch is rated at 100 meters water resistant. That means it might be swimmable. I generally, unless the chronograph pushers are also screwed down, like I have a couple of those. I think my Zelos Hammerhead Generation 2 chronograph has screw down pushers. I think I have one or two other watches that are chronographs with screw down pushers. Those I would take underwater. This one, not so much. But I wouldn't worry about getting it wet in a thunderstorm or washing my hands or something. But I don't think I'll go swimming with this. It is a 42 millimeter case. It's 22 millimeter on the lug. It is 15 millimeter thick with a slightly domed sapphire crystal. Very slight dome. Solid case back, as you saw. Beautifully polished with the Wing B Bentley logo on it. And the overall lug to lug is 49.5. Now, I got all the other measurements besides the lug to lug off of Breitling's information. I measured this one with my calipers, and it measured out at 49.5 millimeter lug to lug. It's just a beautiful, beautiful, dressy, sporty watch. It's not going to fit under a dress cuff, but it would fit under a long sleeve. It would look great in a business setting. It would look great going out to dinner. It would look great, running around and doing daily things. But a dress watch it is not. But you have other watches that are dress watches, don't you? I do. You should too. Beautiful high polish on everything. You know how Bentley, you know how Bentley does things, but you know how Breitling does things. Everything is finished beautifully. They are a very, very good manufacturer. I've got a bunch of Breitlings. I've never had a problem with any of them. They all look fantastic. They all run beautifully. They all are COSC or near COSC certified. This one has been keeping excellent time since I took it out of the box about a week or so ago. Can't thank WatchBox and Bill Comfort enough for doing the deal with me. Again, not sponsored. Bill doesn't know I'm saying this. WatchBox doesn't know I'm saying this. But it was a great deal for me. I'm pretty sure it was a great deal for WatchBox, or they wouldn't have done it. Everyone got what they wanted out of it. I moved a watch that I wasn't going to wear, and I got a watch back that I'm going to wear the hell out of. So everybody's happy. And I hope you're happy for having watched this video. I hope you found it to be entertaining, informative, useful. If you did, please click that thumbs up. You notice my thumb is now almost completely healed. Please click that thumbs up. That does help the channel with respect to the YouTube search algorithm. Comments, questions, suggestions down below. I do read them all. I do respond to them all. However, if you are going to troll me, or try to anyway, or you're going to leave links to bad places on the internet, I am simply going to delete the comment and block the commenter. If you're new to the channel, of course, welcome. And if you are new to the channel, or you're not, but you haven't done so already, and why haven't you, please click that subscribe button. Help grow the channel a bit. When you do click the subscribe button, click the bell icon too, so that when I upload new videos or I start a live stream, you will be alerted to that. And as I always say at the end of my videos, it is a crazy old world out there. It is not getting any less crazy. Trust me, I know. So please, when you're out there, be safe, be careful, stay well. See you soon.